Welcome back, everyone. We have the volatility continuing to hit XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so much more. Welcome back. I am StockMo. I'm going to bring you pure fire in terms of teaching you the charts today. I'm going to show you the lines and, of course, that resistance, that support, what's going on, the EMAs, all that and more. And we're going to make it simplistic for you to understand so we know what's going to happen next. We don't have a crystal ball, but we got the charts and the technicals. And man, it's not looking good. I'm going to be blunt. We had that big pump on Friday. Bitcoin actually got to new lower lows here in the short term, even after that, which is incredible to see. And of course, that leads us into Ethereum and XRP. What's going on there? You know, so much just happening out there. And of course, I'm out there running around. I'm taking Mama Mo, my mom, over to the heart doctor and back for now. She has to have a stress test this week. So craziness out there, family. The world never stops turning, and we keep on doing what we do. Now, before we get into it, make sure you click the first link. Get into the membership. We only got a few days left of this. Code LEARN, 50% off your first month. We are on fire in there. Get 36 learning lessons. Get access to the private live stream tomorrow. We got a ton happening. We have the expert traders. We got a ton. Just get in there, folks. First link down below. And of course, if you haven't got to the webinar, right here, second link down below, get you to the webinar, which is right here, and you can take advantage of that. Sign up. We got the opening slots there for you, an hour long. You can learn the 4-step framework for successful technical analysis, and get this, there's no cost, folks. Get in there. And third but not least, I did finish my teaching on Sunday. I'm gonna do another one 2 weeks from now. If you guys would like to join, by all means, feel free. Code, I think we had code money. And of course the Kraken link's down there as well. That's where I'm trading crypto over there. And you can take advantage of their opportunity there. Trade 100 and get 25 XRP, $25 worth of XRP. So there you go. You got to use their link though. Now, do you guys see what's happening out there? 4% down today. 4% down Ethereum. XRP, 2% down. Bitcoin, 0.8% down. Things are getting a little bit wild out there. All right. But this isn't what I'm going by. I am going by whatever the charts tell me. And that's what I continue to tell you. I got to laugh a little bit. I had this chart out there for, right here. I had this chart out there for my Ethereum and what I'm watching for Ethereum if I'm buying back in. Somebody said a StockMo UFO. And you guys, I had like 3 or 4 of you guys in the comments say that, and I had no idea what you're talking about. And so I was just, and I still didn't know. And I was like, what are they talking about? StockMo UFO. So anyways, I was showing my wife the chart, and she goes, oh my God, look, there's a UFO. And obviously it hit me. I was like, what? And I looked in, and she goes, right there. And I looked over at the chart. I'm like, oh, that's the StockMo UFO, baby. Let's go. Yeah, but here's the deal. I am patiently waiting. You guys know that I am down to like hardly anything left in crypto, like 10% of what I had. And I did that based on the candles, what I was seeing, and we were coming down. I absolutely believed we were going to come down and hit the 50. That was my buy zone, and then I was going to enjoy it. But timing wasn't right for me, obviously. So when it hit right here, that was a bitter pill to swallow. All right, I trade non-emotionally. I can tell you this right now. I look at the lines, I follow them, I do what I should do based on what I'm seeing with the technicals. And I have no problem doing that. And of course, this one really stung. What really would have stung is if we would have confirmed above here. All right, so finishing candle above that right there, and then a confirmation candle, and that would have told me enough that we were going to run. Now, I had people say, you buying? No, I'm going to wait and be patient. I'm not going to panic buy. If it confirms, then I'll buy. And we get confirmed at new higher highs, I'm buying. And so we had a little bit of a push up and then back down, and then we push back up, and it's like, hey, Mo, and it's like, nah, not yet, guys. I'm still giving it some time because it didn't even confirm. It didn't even finish higher. It just got up there and came back down. And then now, Monday, the big candle I told you I've been waiting for, Monday was either going to take us back up to new higher highs or we were going to start retreating. Obviously, we are retreating. And I don't know if we're going to bounce back up tomorrow, if we're going to continue down, but this was what I was kind of expecting. We have this one piece of news, it runs up to new higher highs, and you have a lot of people saying, okay, let's go ahead and we'll start, and it wiped out a ton of shorts. So you got that. You also have the liquidity issues right now in the overall market with and I'm not talking crypto liquidity, I'm talking about liquidity issues with the Treasury. We're replenishing. They want to replenish another 300 billion roughly within the next just couple of weeks. And so that's going to drain liquidity. So that takes away, that makes it a little harder. The repo doesn't have for the banks, doesn't have as much in there for this time around. So I'm expecting a little volatility basically over the next month. And by then it should, at the end of that, it'll be over, and then I want to be all in. And so I look at, for everybody asking me, what's your move? I want to be all in, hopefully within the next 6 weeks. I would say 5 weeks, make that 5 weeks now. By the end of September, I want to have a position, a major position in the assets. And so kind of how I'm playing this. I'm going to be blunt. I can't tell you if I'm going to be right or wrong, but this is how I'm going to play it. I'm going to tell you up front for everybody who's here. I am playing my overall portfolio, which you guys know it's a big multi 7-figure portfolio with the liquidity issues I'm seeing from the Treasury and all this other stuff I'm watching. I believe we're going to have a pullback over the next 4 to 6 weeks. After that, I'm hopeful that we'll start the recovery in October, November, December, that we're going to run like champs. And I think Ethereum goes over 5,000 then. I think Bitcoin goes over 130 to 150, and XRP gets up to that $4 and something that I've been calling for. Now, I don't think that happens until October because of the issues I kind of talked about. So I'm waiting, and basically I would say over the next 2 weeks, if I could be wrong, because once again, if we break and confirm above 48.28, I'm going to start buying there, because that's telling me the bulls have enough power to run this thing up. If I'm correct and we see a retest down here and we get to the 50, this is where I start to consider to buy a little bit. But it depends. It all depends. It really does on these lines. I'm just following them. All right. And so I know if I confirm above the a new higher high, I know that's the time to get in. I know if we start breaking down to the 50, that's a good time to get in. And of course, if we confirm below the 50, that's a good time to probably get more as we get down to key levels. So that's how I'm playing that, just to tell you guys for Ethereum. And my Ethereum price prediction still solid. We already hit it. I told you 4,500 to 5,000. I said this when we were at 1,600. And oh, you trolls, you didn't come out and say, wow, how'd you know that? I called that back in the beginning of the year, and everybody's like, oh, there's no way. Why would you say that? And now we hit it. And so for those that got in, say 1,600, you tripled your money. All right, and that's fantastic. Congratulations, everybody who followed along. Obviously, I made a ton of money on it as we went forward. Now, that moves us into Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin's looking horrible. I just got to be blunt. Ethereum's still holding up okay. We're way above the 50, still bullish. Bitcoin is at a key level. And I mean this key. I have this right here. I'm going to be blunt. That 112 is massive. If it fails the 112, which I'm going to go out on a limb and say I think it's going to, more times than not with this chart, and I've seen this chart play out many times, you are going to confirm below 112. And that confirmation takes us all the way down to 110. Not that big of a drop, just 2 grand. We'll probably just free fall all the way down to 110. Here's the 13 about the cross. So we had the 5 cross a couple days ago. The 13's working its way down. And normally what we get with this, the algorithms start to sell. So these next 2 candles, I'd say next 3 candles, I'm expecting a candle all the way down to 110. And that means a finishing candle. Now we are at 110 at the end of the day. It's nastiness. Pure nastiness. That is what I'm expecting, if not more. It is a bad looking chart and I know what you're saying. Well, isn't there a ton of support? Yeah, until there isn't. Like I said, this is different. The 5 never crossed the 50. 13 never crossed the 50 on this. 5 crossed the 50. And now you have the 13 coming down. I'm telling you, that 13 hits. It's one of my favorite plays to play, which is playing the 13 crossing, which I still might play. And that means going the inverse of this. So, ooh, ugly. Now, that takes us over to XRP. Let's get over to XRP. So XRP, looking at XRP. You know I still got some Ethereum left. I got an XRP left. No Bitcoin left. XRP is now at a point that is making me extremely nervous for what I got. We had this monster short squeeze right there when the Fed came out and did their thing. Nothing but profit taking since. Now we're at the key line that would just kind of, this is it, the 50 EMA. You got my other line of support here. This is big. Like I said this back here, you do not want to fail. It pushed back up, we pushed back down, we got a new lower low. And to me, that was the end of it. We were going all the way down, and we were right here. And I told you this, if we failed here, which we did, I said, hey, it's going all the way down. And of course, that was down to 277. We never got there. That was my buy zone. We hit 278. It was a penny away. So anyways, it skyrockets because of the Fed, but now you got profit taking and we're teasing the 50 EMA. If this confirms below the 50 EMA, I'll say it again, you're going to 277. And that just means this is a one-off day. That, the Fed's cutting. That's good, right? It is, but they didn't cut yet. 2, they're cutting because there's issues with labor, which that means there's issues. And so that's not all good. So there's still some things I'm watching. This chart is overall easily bearish. You can see it right here. Down, 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 down. Big green candle up. Big green candle up. Down, down, down. Big, you can see the pattern. So if we convert under the 50 EMA, I don't know. It's not good. I still got my XRP, but I definitely don't want to see this confirm under the 50 because that's a whole change. If that 5 goes under the 50 and the 13's coming down like the Bitcoin, it gets extremely ugly. So folks, I'm watching. I haven't bought any crypto. I am just holding what I have until we break certain zones. If we break those zones, I'm buying. If we don't, and we're going down, I have buy zones at the bottom. And I'm going to continue to bring you pure fire here. Pure fire. I'm telling you, folks, these technicals have been spot on. The only thing we couldn't call was the Fed. And that was hit or miss. If the Fed came out and was hawkish, this thing, we'd be way down right now. So they came out and talked a little dovish. We went way up for crypto. But now that's starting to come back down because there's more to the story because of the liquidity of the Treasury and all that good stuff. So we'll keep an eye on it. But if you haven't done it, get into the Discord, folks. First link down below. Running out of time. A couple of days left. You got code LEARN. Code LEARN. Save you 50% off that first month. Should be automatic, but you guys can sign up. 15% off an annual pass. If you're smart, you'll do this one. It saves you the biggest bucks. If you know you're going to be in there for a year and you already know you're going to be a part of the squad, get in there. You can come in here and be a part of the community, I should say. You are good to go. And then, boom, we got my newest 9/7. So that's 2 weeks from now. On a Sunday, 2 p.m., I'm going to be teaching again. Code Money. Code Money saves you a little bit off of this. And last, and that's what link is that one? I got that down here. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the 4th link down here. We got the Kraken one, and then, of course, the Academy. 4, the 2nd link down below gets you into the free framework. You can check that out. It's awesome. It teaches you how to learn the technicals. All right, family. That's all I got for today. It's an interesting day. Hit the like button. Let me know what you think down below. Subscribe to the channel. And are you holding, buying, or selling? That's the key question of the day. I appreciate you stopping by. I will see you in the Discord.